Hey guys, Denver James here, and in this video, I'm going to be reviewing the board game Tacocat Spelled Backwards. In case you didn't catch it, the word Tacocat is a palindrome, which means that the word is spelled the same way backwards. And yes, this game is filled with all kinds of those words. I'm going to be breaking down how it works, what's great about it, what's not so great about it, and my overall thoughts on the game. If you'd like to see more review videos like this one, please be sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a single upload. Let's talk about how the game works. The object of the game is to move the Tacocat to the goal on your side of the board. To start, you're going to put one player on each end of the board, then deal each player 7 cards. You're allowed to look at these cards, but be sure to keep them secret from your opponent. Next, take the rest of the cards and put them next to the board. This is your draw pile. Leave some room for a discard pile next to it as well. At this point, you're going to place the Tacocat in the center space on the board. Keep the red tile pieces to the side for now. To decide who goes first, play a card from your hand. Whoever has the highest number gets to go first, and the used cards go in the discard pile. However, if there's a tie, repeat this step until someone wins the duel. Now you're ready to start playing. Your goal at this point is to have the lowest number possible in your hand. On your turn, you'll play one card from your hand against your opponent. Then they'll play one of their cards against yours. If your number is higher than theirs, you've won the duel. Place the used cards in the discard pile. However, if you've lost the duel, then your opponent gets to go first in the next duel. If you're the defender, your goal is to fend off your opponent's numbered card. Since defenders win ties, all you need is a card that is equal to or greater than your opponent's card. However, if you're not able to do this, you have to surrender your lowest numbered card. This is known as a sacrifice. Continue this cycle of duels until each of you has one card left. At this point, each opponent will lay their last card down at the same time. The player with the lowest number wins the round. Once a player wins a round, the Tacocat will move to the next space in their direction. A red tile will now be placed in the space where the Tacocat once sat. This space is now unusable and cannot hold the Tacocat. Anytime that the Tacocat moves in any direction, it will now skip over any red tiles to the next available space. You'll notice that each space has an arrow pointing in either direction. If the arrow is pointing at you, this means that you can discard as many cards as you'd like at the start of your turn. The other player then gets to do the same, but only up to the number of cards that the other opponent discarded. The number across from the arrow indicates how many cards are to be dealt to each player at the start of that round. Play continues until the Tacocat has reached the goal of either player, ending the game. Let's talk about what's great about this game. Right off the bat, I just love this design. I'll be honest, I thought I was getting a card game when I picked this up. I couldn't have imagined that the box itself would unfold to become a playable board game. It's little touches like this that makes Tacocat not only fun, but also inventive and even novel. And for those concerned that this kind of board might wear and tear over time, the material of this box is pretty hefty. Not only that, but everything from the cards to the tiles has a high-end feel to it. It's a game that's both eye-catching and well-crafted. Another thing that I loved about this game is the back-and-forth gameplay. I got some serious tug-of-war vibes while playing. This added a sense of tension as the Tacocat moved up and down the board, especially so since with every step, a new red tile was laid down, shrinking the board with each round. This made my time with Tacocat more memorable than I expected. And lastly, what I love about this game is the fact that it's designed specifically for 2. It's rare to find games that cater to 2 rather than 3 or more. This made Tacocat a perfect option for my wife and I during our game nights. Let's talk about what's not so great about this game. This is a real head scratcher because, to be completely honest, I don't have a lot of negative things to say about it. I guess if I had to be nitpicky, one thing I would say is that if you at all do damage the box with a spill or a knock or something like that, it will wreck the board game because the game is in the box. Now, like I said earlier, the game itself is made of some pretty hefty material. But if this game does undergo some serious permanent damage, it is going to affect the gameplay experience altogether. I guess that's one of the downsides and risks of building your game into the box. Despite that, Tacocat Spelled Backwards is a one-of-a-kind gaming experience. It has a charm all its own, with a gameplay style that begs for return visits. If you're into mini board games, edible cats, and games for 2, this should satisfy any cravings you have. Well, hey, that's all I've got for you guys in my review of Tacocat Spelled Backwards. Like I shared earlier, if you'd like to see more review videos like this one, please be sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a single upload. Thanks so much for taking the time to watch this review video. Take care, and I'll see you around.